games out, you're showing me like the intro screens, maybe like me walking through the first level for a second, but I'm not seeing people actually playing games and talking about their gaming experience. And so it's great to see more channels like yours pop up and like mine pop up. Not to toot my own horn, but like this is stuff that gamers need to see when they're buying a TV. And I think gaming is becoming a more of a medium that people are doing and more of like that go-to consumer thing that people tend to ignore, and they think it's just movies and TV, but it's not just movies and TV. It's everything now. And then
Mhm.
for some people it's mostly gaming. So I think it's so good to have different viewpoints, and that's why subscribing to many different channels is the best thing you can do. Just take everybody's opinion, gather it up, and then kind of form your own around it. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's not just for TVs. That's for any product in the world.
Yeah. I mean, so like Aaron King's talking about Caleb from Digital
Hmm.
Trends, and like he says he's taking the high road, being nice about things. Well, if you watch his review today on the A1, he's not being nice about that TV.
Nope. Nope.
He is admitting that he was wrong with his prediction on the A1, and saying he just can't find a reason to recommend it. That's
Yep.
kind of where I am. Like when I get a TV and it's not the best TV, I'm still gonna try and find who is this TV for, what is its purpose, and I see Caleb do that, and that's why he'll get a Vizio, and most people
Yep.
will just crap on it and move on. But
Right.
he's gonna try and find the reason that it's a good TV. What is it doing that's right, and
Yep.
that's why I like Caleb. If there is a problem, he'll address it. Uh,
Mhm.
but a lot of his reviews are positive because he's looking for the positive,
Yep.
um, and directing the people who are looking for that product towards it. Because
Yep.
not every TV fits every person.
No, I love the way Caleb does it. Honestly, I think that like he's somebody that kind of inspired me with the way he reviews TVs and just the enthusiasm he shows for every TV. It doesn't feel fake to me because it actually feels like he is trying to find the best of that TV. And when he finds it, he can talk about it, right? And it's great that he can drive that home and not like be shilling because he's not a shill. Like I've seen him say negative things about every company, and sure, maybe he gets some cherry picked panels from companies, and he acknowledges that he might, you know. So I think as long as you're honest and upfront about the companies you're working with, then it should be okay, right? Like I don't get the disdain and hate for Caleb and the way he reviews. And we're talking about digital trends, by the way. Caleb Dennison.
Yeah, yeah, and so the other thing too is like if you put out a review that is a little too honest about how bad something is, or even just not good. Like
Right.
the X85J to me, it's not terrible, but it's just purely average for an above average price. So how can I recommend that to anyone?
Yep.
And so I say that in my videos or my review for it, and then I get a lot of bad comments from people who bought it and that now their feelings are hurt. And like I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to prevent people from spending money on something. It's like, yeah, you could buy a Camry and be perfectly happy, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be as good as the Lexus version of that Camry or something. Um, you know,
Yep.
there's a it's a fine line between being honest but also not trying to upset people.
Yeah. And you make a great point. I can use the UAG for example. The UAG,
Hmm.
I reviewed that. Yes, I got a bad panel, but I could tell that TV was not up to snuff in terms of like what it was. It didn't look like a great TV to be. So I called that out. And I talked about its gaming capabilities. And I wanted to tell everybody my honest truth about that TV without like crapping on it. I didn't want to crap on it. Like that's the main thing. I never want to like bash a TV so hard and say that it's for nobody because there's a use case for the UAG, but I don't think it's for hardcore gamers. I think there's better TVs out there. Now, if it's $800, it's probably one of the better TVs you can get for a gamer if that's your budget. But the people that are looking in that $1,500 to $2,000 range, if you're trying to just save some money, just to get a TV that's almost as good as the QN98. It's not. It's not even close to the QN98. So I just wanted to put it out there that this thing is not touching the QN98 in terms of the way it looks for gaming. I just wanted to be clear about that. So I got a lot of some interesting feedback on that and a lot of blowback about that. And I'm not here to please anybody with my reviews. Like, I don't care if all of a sudden, Hisense never wants to send me a TV. They never did, and it's okay. And
Mhm.
if they never do, like, I don't care about that. Like, if I say something bad about Sony or LG and they don't send me something, like, I'm okay with that. If they do, I'm okay with that too. Like, I'm never gonna please somebody just to get something in return. And if I ever do get something in return, I'm going to be straightforward and honest about it, tell you that it was sponsored by that company, and then I'll make sure to mention that this isn't a review, because I will never do a paid review.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's another channel. I'm not going to name names, but it's someone that is supposed to do tech reviews that Hisense sent a TV to, and he's not a TV reviewer. And it's like, Hisense, what are you doing? You're literally sending your TVs to anybody, and this person does not know anything about the TV that they're reviewing. To me, that gives me red flags about that company. Um, and then Anthony asked, what is the best SDR TV under 1,000 between 55 or 65-inch size?
Mm-hmm.
See that right there. The X85J is that price point, but it is not better than the Q70A. The Q70A is a much better TV for that $1,000 range or less.
For the
That
X85.
said, huh?
X85.
Yeah, the Q70A is better than the X85 at the 55, 65-inch $1,000 price range. Um, I think it's 1,000 for the 55,
Mm-hmm.
which is, again, I still think that's too much for the Q70A. I think it needs to go down to 800, or the 65-inch should be 1,000.
Yeah.
But come Black Friday or sales coming up, I think that's what they're going to get to. So for that range, I would say Q70A for SDR, because he's specifically asking SDR, not HDR.
Yep.
If you want an HDR TV, then you'd have to be looking at something else.
Yep. And I want to clarify, like, we're not calling anybody out. We're not trying to start any beef or anything like that. I was just commenting on, like, being honest about TVs. I think it's okay to do that. I do think it's okay to do that. And I don't think what people want to push is like drama or beef. I don't like that. I try to stay away from that, just because I don't think there's a space for that in this. So I try to stay clear of that. I've been called out by some YouTubers before, but I just ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
And because like it's not something I want to concern myself with, and I don't know too much about the people that are coming at me and why they're coming at me. So I'd like to learn about a situation before I go at it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
to answer the question in chat there. And then we got a super chat from Daniel. He said, I had purple ghosting on the Q90T, both gaming and movies. Does the X95J have that? Have waited until the X95J since December. Is it worth the wait on the 95H? I'm sorry to hear that you have the Q90T purple ghosting issue still. I know that some regions still have that, and we're talking about the inverse ghosting, and I've highlighted this. I can't believe Samsung hasn't fixed this in some regions already, because it's fixed in others, and it's just disappointing to see that. And that happens when the panel is overtuned, overdriven too much to create that inverse ghosting. And it sounds like what you're saying, Classy, the X95J does not suffer from this.
Correct. The only thing, sorry. So the way that how to describe this. So the Z9J, D Nice, just did measurements and stuff, and there was someone talking to him about something that with the SPD of it for Sony, if you are using black frame insertion, it's like a red phosphor blur. Um, Literally the first time I heard of this, don't know, haven't seen any mention of it, whatever. On the X95J, I'm wondering if that's what I'm seeing, because if you do use black frame insertion on the X95J, there is a very, very slight hint of a red trail. But if you turn black frame insertion off, then it's fine. So I don't, that's something I'm going to look more into, or, maybe ask around and stuff and see if if it has the same kind of issue with the Z9J. I don't know. But that other than that, there's no ghosting or problems with gaming on the 95J. And again, that's only with the black frame insertion. And I think I really only saw it when it was on Max. And just the way LCDs are, I see more flicker on LCDs with black frame insertion, so I just wouldn't even use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know most people don't anyway.
Yeah. I typically wouldn't. Um, the only one I would use maybe black frame insertion on is the 80J.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
OLEDs I like black frame insertion for SDR.
Right. It has that flicker on the X95J is what you're saying?
Yeah, I see that on every LCD I've tried.
Yeah. That's same here. I haven't found a good black frame insertion on LCDs. And thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate that. Let's see. There's a couple more questions. Wow. You good? You good, Classy? I know you probably got to
I
get going soon. I can
yeah, I
hold it
gotta
down for a little bit
yeah, I
to
gotta
finish
cook
off.
and start working on the 95J review so I can have it in the morning.
Cool.
But I can sit here for another minute if anyone has any more questions for me before I go.
Yeah, and if we didn't answer your questions, I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time. I never really do back-to-back streams like this. But hey, uh, everybody is asking if I could stream on Saturday, so I will. I'll go ahead and stream at 2 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday. We'll see how that goes. We will talk football, since that was also highly requested. And I'm gonna try to see if B will come on. I'm gonna see if B, the installer, will come on. So I'm gonna hit him up.
Yeah, I asked him if he was going to be able to make this one, but couldn't.
Yeah. Let's see. Um. Yeah, I
Just
watch
now,
all these people too.
I had
I
my
watch
phone
all
on
these people.
silent. So I just got your message about sharing on the community page, or I would have.
Oh man, dang, we probably would have had 200 viewers then.
No.
It's all good. Um, yeah. I watch all these. Especially that tech with KG guy. I watch him all the time as well.
I'm getting so big already.
Yeah, I like Villa, man. He's a very very good dude. Let's see. Don't forget about Jolster. He's also somebody I really like as well. I've had him on the stream. Really awesome guy. I got to get him back on the stream.
Yep. Everyone has their own angle,
Yeah,
opinions,
it's so
way
great.
of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more technical than others. Some are more, just real world than others. Some are, um, just personalities that you just get along with better. That's why I say just watch everyone, get everyone's opinion. That's the best way that you're gonna make your own.
Thank you, Evan. That means a lot. That means a lot for real. I know Classy appreciates that as well, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
anytime you get recommended by somebody, that's awesome. So thank you. And we're like a team almost. Like we're always
Yeah.
streaming together, so it's pretty
And
cool.
Jeff is asking, did I say the X95J looks better than the G1? In gaming specifically, if you are someone who likes extra bright gaming,
Mm-hmm.
then just pure image quality, yeah, it looks a little. It's a lot of people would agree that the gaming experience looks better on the X95J,
Yep.
but it's going to be smoother on the G1,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're also going to have the pure blacks. But again, it depends on what kind of games you're playing. The games I
Right.
play are mostly competitive, um, and I want to see more shadow detail.
Yep. And it looks like we got a super sticker from Micus. How do you say your name? I'd like to know. Um, is it Micus or Micus? Do you know how to say this? I mean, I'm not gonna make you pronounce it.
Machias?
Machias, maybe,
I
maybe.
don't know.
Um, I don't want to mispronounce it, but thank you for the super sticker, much appreciated. And then I will put up that stream for tomorrow. It will be at 2 p.m. Pacific time. It's a little earlier, so I gotta make sure that I don't oversleep.
Mm.
I've actually slept till 2 p.m. Recently before, and yeah, it happens sometimes. It does happen sometimes.
Oh, Brad, I can't return the A80. That is my movie and TV watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm still deciding on gaming. Like I'm sure I'm gonna get a G1. or wait 6 months for next year's LG, hopefully with a heatsink. But there is a little bit of me that wants to get a 95J for gaming, because as I'm playing games on it, it is very nice.
Yeah. Yep, got to shout out Brian Whisper Status. Awesome dude.
Yep.
Love to be on the stream with him. Good dude for sure.
Yep, gonna be
Definitely
seeing
subscribe to
him
him.
in a few weeks at the shootout.
Awesome.
So if for whoever's here that hasn't heard, FOMO, myself,
Mm-hmm.
I believe B is trying to go and should go. Techno Dad and Spare Change are gonna be, and Brian Whisper Status are gonna be the YouTubers at the shootout. Um, they did have to cancel the 50 tickets
Yep.
for public because
Yep.
of the ongoing stuff in New York, their rules and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more private, but Spare Change is going to be doing the main video stream of what's going on, whereas FOMO and Brian Whisper Status is going to be doing a behind the scenes, just standing in the background, just making comments about whatever's going on, just talking whatever kind of a stream. And
Yep.
I'm just going to be walking around with a camera, taking clips, and doing a video when I get back. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And we're going to go to Value Electronics the night before, and I'm sure I have definitely a video, if not a stream there.
Yep.
And we're all going to miss KG.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could go.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Go.
Yeah, on other circumstances where I wouldn't have to fly across a plane in these circumstances, I'd do it. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And is this another super sticker? Thank you. I appreciate that, Ahmad. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. I love those whoever designed those, man, like that's some good stuff. I need to see more designs from them though. They do need to give us some more super sticker designs because they are cool. And Techno Dad, yeah, he gets a lot of props. He is a legend. He is
he's very busy too.
Yeah, he is a very busy man.
That's why you don't see him on our stream.
He's always DJing at weddings and yeah, good dude. Good dude.
Alexander, yes, we did briefly mention Vincent's Dolby Vision gaming versus HDR10 with HGIG, and that's where I was saying that with the X95J versus the QN90A having Dolby Vision versus not having Dolby Vision, but we don't have Dolby Vision game mode, so that's the thing. If Sony adds a Dolby Vision game mode, then that could be another reason to consider the X95J. But it certainly adds another win into LG's book of, the LG's playbook for gaming at this point is like the reference that everyone else needs to start following.
Yeah, good point, Brad. I wish the super sticker showed on the screen as well. That'd be pretty cool. A little animated dancing dude or something. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Are you gonna have your full review tomorrow on the X95 day?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying.
He's gonna try. No promises. If not, Sunday.
It's getting kind of late. I got a lot to do for it.
Yeah.
But if it means staying up all night to get it out tomorrow, I might. Because I know this weekend I'm going to be busy, and I definitely want to have it out as soon as I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about one of the hardest working mans in YouTube right now. This is Classy. He's got a 9-to-5 job, working hard. He's got a family. Oh yeah.
I go in at 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
I get out at 1 in the morning. I just get a couple hours to stop home and do this.
He works a lot. Let's just put it, works a lot. Puts a lot of hours into his job, and then he has to go and do some YouTube. Right now it's kind of just like very crazy for him. So for him to get that content out on time is amazing. And spoiler, Classy hates it. He likes it and he hates it at the same time.
Wait, what?
Just the whole entire process of having to come home and do YouTube videos and then go to work and.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the X95J.
Okay, maybe. Maybe that's what he's talking about. All right.
I mean, if you're one of those people that thinks I'm a OLED bias, whatever, then I can see why you think that. But no, 95J is great.
Right. No OLED bias here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you, Classy, for joining again. And any last words before we go?
Not really. Just so I have X95J stuff done this weekend, hopefully, and then next week catch up on some of the other stuff I shot, like the Q70A. And then there's still some G1 stuff that I haven't put out yet. I'm buried in video stuff.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm buried in video stuff too. I'm working on a very, very important project, not product. I'm working on a important project that I cannot yet discuss, but I
Mm-hmm.
am very excited about it and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So if you're wondering like where's the content, and that's why I've kind of been doing some stream clips here. I've been doing some other product reviews. I am working hard on this project right now, and it's gonna be great. So I got a lot of stuff in the works. I also have the reality creation in the works that I had to set aside for a little bit, but that is also being worked on. And then hopefully get a new camera soon. And then we'll be able to do more talking head videos. If you guys like those kind of videos, then you'll see more of them. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, stay tuned. And tomorrow, streaming 2 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you all there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Thank you all again, and I'll see you